If Quinn was ever in the danger zone and then got attacked, he would be dead in an instant. But he just wanted to level up as soon as possible, and after defeating the next 3, he did. 405 of 400 EXP. Congratulations, you are now level 4. Race, Halfling. HP, 25 of 25. 5 of 800 EXP. Strength, 13, 3. Stamina, 12. Agility, 14. For the first time since Quinn had leveled up, he hadn't received a new ability. He somehow had expected this, but at the same time was hoping for something useful. He would just have to keep leveling up and waiting for more skills in the future. Finally, though, what Quinn had wanted had arrived. The reason why he wanted to level up so fast was because of the free stat point received after every level up. Agility 15. He immediately put the point into his agility stat, and now he could finally learn the flash step from the tutorial. This time, while following the tutorial from the blonde man, Quinn was able to follow him step by step along with the video. Unlike when learning the hammer strike, where he had to watch it repeatedly and was unable to do everything, after several minutes of Quinn practicing the flash step, he finally had a stroke of success. "Yes!" Quinn shouted. However, what Quinn did notice was while he was in the White Room on his own, his body would never feel tired. He was able to perform the flash step as many times as he wanted without feeling tired. This did not apply to when he was in a match, though. Using the blood swipe did take up Quinn's stamina. He felt this affecting him after sending out attack after attack during a match. It meant the White Room acted like some type of training room, where they were unaffected by their physical body's restraints. With the flash step learnt, Quinn finally wanted to experience a fight with a tougher opponent. Instead of searching by power level, Quinn decided to select Quick Match and would let fate decide the level of his opponent. In the real world, you wouldn't be able to choose who you went up against, so it was important for Quinn to have experience fighting in all sorts of situations. Then, a few moments later, a match was found. This time, when Quinn entered the arena floor, he could see his opponent standing opposite him. He was wearing a long red cape, and by his side were 2 daggers. Quinn also realized they weren't alone either. There was also a person sitting in the stands watching Quinn and his opponent. "Oh, don't worry about him," the cape man said. "He's just my senior. He's watching me fight so he can give tips." Quinn then tried using his inspect skill on his opponent to see what power level or ability they had, but there was no luck. The inspect skill didn't seem to work in the game. But before the match began, Quinn made sure to open up his status screen and decided to leave it open and off to the side. During this match, he wanted to keep a close eye on it. When both of them were ready, the countdown started over their heads. 3, 2, 1, go! As soon as the sound dinged, indicating the start of the match, the cape man took out his daggers and swung them out fast. 2 wind blades followed. The attack was similar to Quinn's blood swipe, only the distance the attack could be used was far greater and faster. Quinn then decided to attack with his own blood swipe. The 2 lines of power clashed in the middle and cancelled each other out. "A red color! What ability is that?" The cape man was wondering, and at the same time, the cape man senior was thinking the same thing. This time Quinn charged forward. His abilities all required him to be used at close range. The caped man, seeing this, threw more wind strikes out, but Quinn just replied back with his own blood swipes, but this time sending out 4 of them. When the first 2 cancelled out the wind strikes, the next 2 carried on moving forward. That's when the caped man lifted his cape and spun around. The blood strikes smacked into the cape, but there was no effect and not even a scratch left on the cape. "Is that beast armor, and a high-level one at that?" Quinn thought. The 2 of them were now in punching distance of one another. The caped man swung his daggers out fast. Quinn lifted his hands and managed to grab onto the daggers, allowing the blade to just come out from his fingertips. Then suddenly, the aura around the daggers grew, and the wind forming around dagger allowed the ends of the blade to grow and act more like a sword, piercing Quinn in both shoulders. The capped man pulled back and went for another strike. "I don't know what your ability is, but it's over," the capped man said. But then suddenly his dagger had hit nothing but empty air and space, and no one could be seen. As he turned around, a sharp claw penetrated the man's stomach. Then another attack after attack at great speed was tearing his stomach apart, and to finish him off, 2 more blood swipes. 25 experience gained, 30 of 800 experience. The man watching in the arena stood up on his feet as he saw his friend lose the match. The 2 of them so far had been on a winning streak. taking it in turns, facing opponent after opponent. The sudden loss had come as a shock to them. That skill at the end, what was that? Then, just as Quinn was about to log out and go find another match, he heard someone call out to him. "Wait!" the man in the seat shouted. "Please fight me!" Quinn had no problem with this and accepted, but unknown to him, the man he was about to face was one of the strongest students from another military school. The student who had been sitting up in the stands and watching the fight between Quinn and his friend was known as Nate Snell. He was a second year from another academy, and in his academy he was well known for being one of the strongest second years. Nate often played in the game to improve his fighting skills, as this was important for him due to the fact it went hand in hand with his ability. He was obsessed with learning all different types of martial arts skills. There was one area in the game that it didn't allow you to improve on, though. Even though the game allowed you to use abilities, it did not have the system in place to use soul weapons. This would be an almost impossible task, considering every person's soul weapon was different, even if they had the same ability. With a keen eye for martial arts, the second Nate had seen Quinn perform his flash step. He needed to know who this person was. The footwork in the skill was so beautiful, so quick, that even he wasn't able to keep track of where Quinn had gone. After asking Quinn for a battle, he was overjoyed that he accepted. For the two of them to start their match, they needed to add each other to their friends list first. "Hard Steely has sent you a friend request." Quinn accepted the friend request and was happy to fight, honestly. Quinn wasn't too bothered who he went up against, but after fighting against Nate's friend, he felt like he should have had a good match coming up that would help him improve. "Blood Evolver has accepted your friend request." Blood Evolver? Does his ability have something to do with blood? That would explain those red lines coming out from his hands, but was there such an ability in the system? Nate thought. There were thousands of different abilities in the system, so Nate wasn't sure of all of them, but he had fought many battles in the game, and this was the first time seeing someone with this type of ability. Before the match was about to begin, Nate had asked if he could speak to his friend Sam for a few moments. Quinn agreed, as he wanted to check a few things out himself. During the match, when Quinn used his flash step, he was hoping his own system would show him something, but nothing happened. Of course, this was because he was in the game, but he knew that the flash step felt like it had taken a significant amount of stamina from him. His current stamina points were at a 12. If he was to make a rough guess, he would say that 4 strikes of Blood Swipe took down 1 stamina point, meaning he would be able to perform around 48 Blood Swipes before running out of stamina. However, if he did this, he would reach 0 HP before even using up all his stamina. But as the blonde man had said in the video, Flash Step took a considerable amount of stamina. At most, Quinn knew he would currently only be able to produce it twice in one game.
Subscribe to the Pocket FM Blockbuster YouTube channel and press the bell icon for instant notifications. Check out our channel for more exciting shows.